Hello folks and welcome to the stream. TCG card simulator right now, where we have added a workbench and started bundling cards. That was the one thing I didn't have because I didn't like it. And but I went ahead and did it after chatting with folks in the last stream. And we did a little bit of moving around. If you recall, we had the games here and the Destinkifier cans here. And we went ahead and moved that around to here. We have the base and the Destiny green cards here. And I put this game here, and then I brought these games over to here. So games 1 through 4, game 5. And then the other 4 colors of cards, base, are here, and Destiny are here. Now, I only had one empty box at the time. So when I was bundling and creating, I took the pack machine that had been here and basically put these in here. So we still have to fill these up. I had these at the time from the last stream when we added the bench and then just created these. I also added an additional giveaway donation box. So these, let's see, I've got the base version here, and these are from 1 penny to 99 cents. And then these are 1 to 1.99. And then these are 2 to 4.99, I believe. I think that's what I set them at. It remembers the last setting you had. And then we got the same for the Destiny. So what that gave me is an extra 20,000 cards sitting out. Now granted, these are giveaways, but it's fine. Because over here, you have the cards you're going to sell, and you have to sell, the minimum price you can sell is 1 penny. But I've been trying to keep that at $5. But for the sake of this right now, I'm going back in and saying, okay, just show me the cards that are between $5,000 and $75. Because we've already done a countdown. There's nothing between 5,000 and 1,000. There's nothing between actually 500 and 5,000, I believe, on the base. But we got a good quantity there. And then here for 75 to 5,000 again on the Destinies, we got 251. Now the other thing I did at the end of last stream, we got all our graded cards that were remaining out onto the show floor. So when we look at that, we now have an empty graded card album and an empty ghost card album. We've got everything able to be sold. And now I don't have to deal with graded cards anymore in putting them out on the table because the workers can't handle graded cards. And so that allows me to then be able to come back here and bundle. Now I did try the extended workbench mod. I went out there and grabbed it, and but I was having problems getting it to run and work. And so I'm going to have to dig into that and go look at the post and see if maybe there's some setting or something. I don't know. I also got rid of one of the cash registers. You recall that I had 3 here, a third one here, I mean. And these 2 had been here. And so once I ended up moving these over, I said, well, it's time to get rid of that one extra cashier because I don't need them to be buying and selling cards. The only thing I need to buy and sell is cards that I need extras of because I only have 1. And the reason for that, so let's take a quick peek here because I know it's in the first 36 here. Right, you can see here I've got 3 of each of these. And 3, 3, 3. Here's one. Okay, we've got 1 of these, we got 2 of these. Everything to date has been set up to be 3 or more to keep, to sell anything over 4 or over 3. So if I had 4 of this card or these 537, it'll try to get rid of 534 of these. So the boxes here, the boxes back there, even the workbench, when I bundle cards, it's going to keep things that are, if there's less than 3 3 or less cards, it'll keep them. Well, the other thing we talked about on the last stream was I want to take an entire set of Tetramon and an entire set of Destiny, and I want to load them up into wall displays. So it'll probably fill the wall. It might lag the game, but I want to do that. The problem is, like that card where I only had one of, it then makes it look like this card is gone from my set. Well, that's fine. We know we've completed the sets, and just like the ghost cards, you see all zeros there. But we know we completed the ghost cards. There's all the ghost and the common, or the common and the foils. There's all the black ghost common and foils. There's a graded 10 of extra of each common, just for grins. And since I'm not opening anything else with the pack machine, I'm not getting new ghost cards. Don't need them right now. And so if I went ahead and start putting out every single card, we figured it was going to take me 82, I think, 82 of these. It's going to cost about 415,000, 420,000 to line the walls with these and then put the cards in. And if I do that, like on that one card, if I put it in up here, right, it's going to say, okay, you've got this card, it's in your system, it's in your album, now put it in here, and notice that 1452 went down to 1451. So when you put cards in a display, the system doesn't know that you have this card. And if this card were to come in, it would show up as new if somebody was trying to sell it to me. And that's fine in that it'll let me be able to figure out, hey, why is that a new card? Well, because I'm putting these all out there. But we've completed 100% of the game, and that's kind of why I was looking for something else. Now, we were talking about adding Star Wars cards, but I was having a problem with that too. I tried downloading that, and I'd open a pack, and in a test game that I've got, it would freeze the game. So I'm going to have to go figure out why is the game freezing, look through the post and all of that. So for now, we haven't done anything. We removed those. But while I was searching for that, I found Magic the Gathering cards, and it's not an overhaul, it's an extension. Now, I've never played Magic the Gathering, but I've kind of always wanted to, and I thought, what the heck, let me go get the cards. But it relies on the exact same mods for the Star Wars. And so I decided, well, until I figure that out, I'm not going to go ahead and download the Magic the Gathering. So basically, we're still regular base game, and going to kind of go from there. So with that, since I didn't have any empty boxes, I've got to get empty boxes, and then I'll have to bundle all of these to have stock. So I doubt they'll sell out quickly, but I do need to I'm gonna have to, box a bunch of cards up for that. So it's pretty easy. It's just slow. That's why I wanted the extended workbench. It speeds up the time to the bundle. But if I'm doing it in game while the game's running, while the day is running, I could go off and just start bundling these, then bundling these, and bundling these, and bundling these. So in fact, let me set up for that. I'm going to set up for base and the white bundle box, which is $0 to $1. And we'll bundle one of these. The other thing is it kicks you out of the workbench. The mod doesn't kick you out of the workbench. The mod also gives you buttons across the screen that say you want to bundle a white box, a yellow box, a pink box, a red box, a green box, right? So you don't have to manipulate the cost. It'll do it for you. But, okay, so we're going to need 31 more of these. because, oh no, wait, it's 16 per, so it's only 8. So we need 15 more of those, and then 15 destinies. And we're slowly running out of Distinkifier cans here. That shelf is full. But these were the extras when we put them into here. We actually had 3 rows of Distinkifier cans because these were extra shelves. Because I sell every single product in the store. And we had bought one of these, so I ended up only having to buy 2 more of these. No, 1 more of these to go ahead and add the different colors of all 4 levels. Now we can truly say we sell one of everything that you can sell in the card game. And I had done that a while back, but I just got tired of it. So, let's see. Now we always set up for the day at the end of a stream, so we're ready to go start. And then this first row here, these are my high dollar graded cards. And so I didn't put graded cards here. That way I can just kind of glance over here and say, okay, there's all of those are graded, so I know none of my big cards sold. But then from there back, it's pretty much all graded cards. And I ran out right here. So the rest of this is base cards that the workers will get from those 2 black cases there. Okay, let's see. The other thing is we're getting our levels up. So refill scent machine takes a long time. We're not opening anything right now with packs, so this takes a long time. We're going to bonus you guys. See, he's refilling the scent machine. And so everybody has got at least 4 things done, and he needs to be changed over to restocking the shelf. In fact, I'm going to take him off rest. Now, he probably will never be able to restock the shelf while he's working as a cashier. But I think they finally got that fixed. It looked like they did. And now this guy had been refilling the scent machine, but it takes so long that I decided, let me go ahead and get you to man the counter. We'll get you through level 5 here. And we could put refill scent machine back for him. And if the other 2 that are trying to do refill scent are doing their primary task and it needs to be filled, he might leave the counter and go do that, but I doubt it. Again, because I got rid of one of the cashiers, these guys are probably going to remain busy for the end. At least that's the goal. And I am probably going to hire the remaining 2 people. We've had them all hired at one time. That was one of the achievements, but then I started getting rid of them, and I'm like, don't need y'all. But I do have custom workers, and so you'll notice they're going super duper fast. I think I'm going to slow them down. Maybe not all the way, but I'm going to slow them down. And that's why I'm going to hire the other 2 guys. Okay, so now we need 15 of those. Let's go ahead and start a bunch. And you can fit 7 in a row here, times 3 rows. So you can actually bundle 21 cards. They don't have to be the same boxes. You could bundle one of every single color you wanted here, and just set them all up right here. It'll stack up 7 long, 3 deep. But when you remove them, you can only remove light boxes, and it goes in sequential order. So it won't. If you've got 4 different boxes across the 21 and they're mixed and matched, it only sees from the top to the bottom. So if you had 1 on the top row, 2 on the middle row, and 1 on the bottom row, it won't see those other 3 until it gets to them. So But yeah, this is really slow. But that's 7, 8, 9. I say it's 7, so we just need 2 rows and 1, since we've already. Well, 2 rows and 2. We started with the 1, so we need 16 total and 2 empty boxes. That's the other thing. You know, I could get rid of the empty boxes. Say that'll be 16. And then we'll switch over to Destiny. I could put the empty box, instead of having it here looking ugly outside, I could put that in here. I could put it here and then have it right there. Probably makes more sense to do that. And then I don't care if it's filled up. Being filled up on the interior of the building. Now, let's see, I can't do that there. We're not using you as a pack machine right now, but we can do this. Yeah, I like that idea. Kinda, sorta. Ooh, look at that. There's one of these. I have 3 of these. I would prefer not to get rid of this. But it does give me a duplicate of each. And then, if I, go ahead and put all of these out into the albums, or into the displays, I've got 1 in the album and 1 on the display. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll give us 2 of these, 2 of these. Excellent. That's really the only trades or buys that I'm making now. Is, like I say, if the card on the left is 1, I need to try to buy or trade for that card, so I have a spare. It's mainly because I don't want to make a mistake and accidentally sell or trade that card that I need to keep for having my set. Okay, so you guys are done. And now I'll go ahead and do the Destinies. 16 more of these. So I would like to have the extended bench, only for the sake of what color do you need to make? This one. And but given that this is basically the only thing I have to do in the store, I can sit here and do this. The only problem is it takes me away from looking at the cards that the people are trying to buy, sell, or sell and trade. And again, while I don't need them, I do need some duplicates. And since I'm back here doing this, they're going to stand there waiting for me. And if I don't show up in a matter of a couple of minutes, they get tired of waiting and leave. It's a card shop. Every single card you want will eventually come through that card shop. At least that's what it is in real life. But I want to get this one stocked because, you know, we have to do this job. Decline, and we got 3 of those. I don't need a 4th. Decline. Okay, we've got the white boxes, now the yellow boxes. The base. We need to be between $1 and $2. Three and 3, not worth a trade. 3 and 3, not worth a trade. It gives me 4 and 2. That's kind of the opposite way to go. Somebody will come in right away. Obviously, I can do a lot of these at night, but I couldn't on the last stream again because I didn't have any empty boxes. And then I'll have to look at the shelves. Base up there. Decline. Have a look. Yeah, we do have customers stacking up. It's not deep. 2 or 3, but we knew that was going to happen because even with 3 registers, we had occasionally a couple of people stacked up. So I knew we were going to see 2 or 3 deep with only 2 cashiers, but that's fine. So long as they're not backing up into, 8, 9, 10 deep. Now they will at night, only because one of those registers stays open at night. One of the guys stays late, the other guy does not stay late. So when I get back to it, there'll be only the people that stay late. Base. And we switch over to Destiny. Two and 3, that becomes a 3 and a 2. Not worth it. Do that. I don't need to go put the cards up. 3 of those. Because I'll be able to just box them, and so long as there's workers here, I can take the boxes and they'll go put them in the shelves. I mean, in the warehouse shelves. But it's going to be end of the day, so they're not going to grab these for me. But I can just leave them on the floor, not that I need to. Let's go back over here. He's still there, but he's not one that stays late. Oops. So long as there's a customer lined up or walking towards him, he'll stay there. But as soon as that list kind of opens up, he's gone. Okay, next is pink. And pink was, let's see, we're gonna have base. It's 2 to 4, I believe. Yep. One of those don't need anymore. Ooh. We sold one of the big cards. Nice. Very nice. And after pink comes red, and we've already got green. We'll just have to check the shelves to see if we need to restock any. Yeah, okay, everybody's gone. All the customers are gone. Okay. So we're going to continue on, get through getting all of these. Oops. That should be full, 16, 16. If they sold any, which we did, okay, we sold a Destiny green box, which is very nice because those suckers are expensive. 1,300. Okay, and then here, base 16, 16, 16. Ooh, okay, we sold reds. And Destinies, okay, we sold a yellow. And we sold some red Destinies too. Okay, so we're going to need one yellow Destiny. So let's do that real quick. We need a Destiny. Actually, let's go ahead and make the Destiny base that we were making. Get these knocked out. Change the price back to get the yellow. Then we'll do the reds. And we'll just have to make extras of those to refill the shelf. Now, I'm not going to race to refill the boxes on the warehouse shelves with these, because they don't tend to sell. Although, you know, we sold 3 red legendary Destiny, or 3 red Destiny bulk boxes, which they're, we'll check the price on those. They're $300 or $400, I believe. We need 5 Destiny whites. And we need 1 Destiny yellow. So start over here. Go back to Destiny white. Yellow Destiny. Take you over there. And you were filled. Now you're filled. So 16, 16, 16. Okay, we're on to red, so we need 16, 17, 18 base reds. So we need 18 base reds, 19 base destinies. I mean, 19 destinies. Okay, so base red was up to 12. I think that was 4 to 12. Just need 2 boxes. No, 16 of these. Now, it'd be nice if the dev could make it to where the workers could do this for you. And kind of like the pack machine, give them the option. Do you want them to be able to bundle? Be able to select which bundles, which color bundles do you want them to be able to make? Mm, 14, 15, 16. 2 more rounds. And then 19 of the destinies. Destiny green. Yeah, we're gonna need 1 destiny green after that. $19 destiny reds. Oh, we need 1 destiny green. Let's do that first. That guy. Back to the red destinies. Whoops. So even though I decline most of the trades and the buys or the sells that the customers want to do, if they don't run the table on these, I don't necessarily, I don't think I'm going to have to keep up with these during the day. We can just look at it at the end of the night, restock just the bundles, because the workers can restock everything else. And then I could stay in the store focused on traders and the sellers, but again, they usually don't have anything for me. I decline almost all of them. Now, technically, you can box Ghost up, and we don't have them, but man, that would be an expensive bundle. But somebody in chat the other stream was saying they were going to bundle a box and to see what the cost was, but I don't think they ended up ever doing that. Or if they did, it was so expensive, nobody ever bought it. But the bad thing is you can't unbundle a box, right? So if you bundled up boxes of Ghost, you can't unbundle a box. Okay, so 16, 16, 16, 16s, everything's out there. Yep, we got this guy since they don't have a home yet, because that shelf's full. But it's about 4 or 5 bottles a day, 4 or 5 cans a day, so it doesn't take long either. Okay, not a lot missing. Not gonna worry about those. Okay, now let the computer, we have an automated warehouse, let the computer scan the warehouse shelves and say you need $9,906 worth of product. We will buy that first thing in the morning. See how we did. Very nice, selling that $36,000 card, and that $7,400 is from buying what, 2 more of these and 1 more shelf. Yeah, $5,000 for the shelf, 2,400, or no, 4,000 for the shelf, 2,400 for these 2, and 1,000 for the other shelf, for the warehouse shelf. Okay, purchase that, so it's delivered. Pay everybody. We're not grading anything, so we don't have to look at that. Reviews, still good, 4.72. Now, reviews don't mean anything in the game yet, but they are eventually. He is going to tie it to where if you get bad reviews, the number of customers will decrease. Good reviews, the number of customers will increase. Until, you either go up or down. It feels good not to have to go into the graded cards. But all of these were graded. So all the ones that we see are open here, and all the non-graded versions, we sold a lot of cards. So that's good. And then I saw him restocking earlier. See, he comes in, he's restocking. So they did fix that. So it had been where the cashiers would never work the secondary task regardless. But they got that fixed somehow. Oh, he got a star on man counter, I think. Oh, he finally made 5. Okay, good. Okay, so now the other, so you stay late. You stay late. And you stay late. But this guy will leave right at 9 o'clock. That guy leaves right at 9 o'clock. So I want to make sure. So we're going to put you on restock. the shelf as, let's see, we're going to do restock card as your secondary. 5% discount, set the price. And we're going to have you restock the shelf as your primary task. Do not fill up empty shelves. And then we're going to bring you instead of restocking the shelf, we're going to bring you back to manning the counter. And let's see, he's refill the scent machine, and he's refill scent machine. Okay, I think we're good there. We need a rare box and a playmat, so some of the shelves had to get restocked with what we purchased. Good. We paid all the bills. And we start the next day, grinding away. So now, like I said, I don't have to do anything just yet with these. And I think I'm just going to wait for the day to see how we end up. Now, I could make extras of these, and I could store them back here. I don't like that idea because then I'd need a shelf or something. I don't want them laying on the ground or anything like that. And technically, I think I could get another shelf in here, moving all of these over. I'm at the very edge over here. I can't remember if I've tried that or not. But I gotta have the ability for the folks to get in. Now they can get into crevices, like I can get through here, which means they can. But there's spots where I can't get through. I actually saw a customer come through the door here. Right? They literally came through the door right there. They were coming in from here and they went in. So they'd been back here shopping because this door is not open. My guys can go through it and all that, but it's not open because then I'd need destinkifiers out here because the stinkies would come in through the back. And I force everybody to come in through this gauntlet of destinkifiers. Oh, we're selling base greens. And Destiny Whites. Let's see. It's 21 bucks for that, 66 for that, 196 for that, 340 for the Destiny Reds. And then, like we saw, Destiny Greens, 1,300. Base greens are 1,000. Ooh, I need to look at something here.
Stream just started. I had a shoot all did earlier than I thought it was gonna.
Do 3 and 3. Nope. Need to make that trade. Okay. I keep hitting the shift button and slowing myself down. Yeah, okay. Now I'm walking fast. Yeah, see, they're stacking up, but that's fine. They're not stacking too deep. too deep as in, 4, 5, 6 people. Now, when this guy gets 5 here. Oh, he's up to 4. Nice. When he gets to 5, he's coming off the counter. Because I want to keep people staying late. The cashiers that stay late. So it'll be that guy, or it'll be that girl, and the guy that was here in the suit. Destiny White. Destiny White. 1, 1. Oops. Dang it. Da, 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 da. 1. Well, we got an extra yellow. Base green. 2 of them. Make the wrong ones. Three, nope. So until we sell a yellow Destiny, that one's going to sit on the butt tabletop. It's a goofed. It's going to take a while to sell those, but these two are $84,000 each. Oh, that one just sold. Spree of the dough. So it was between 45,000 and 61,000. Nice. Let me check here. Should still have plenty of those. Oh, getting down low on those. Okay. We'll walk it down a little bit more each time. Thinking about changing, making these basically under $1, under between $1 and $2, between $2 and $3. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We could sell at any value between a penny and 5,000. We could make just 3 sets of dollar cards. Keep it one price, just make it 3 sets of dollar cards. And then eventually move it up to, okay, you're $1 to $2 cards, but by then I might be selling, you know, $5 cards or $3 cards. I got a bunch of them. Destiny whites, base greens. Ooh, Destiny yellow. Yay, we sold one for this mistake. Three. Three's the minimum I need. It's too deep. Yeah, I'm good with this. They're not stacking up really deep. 2 or 3 is fine. And I think that's why he went up in experience so fast. One less cashier means everybody's funneling to just 2 of them instead of 3 of them. It smells like roses. Yep, my these stinking fires work. My gauntlet. And notice she stays late and he leaves. So she gets all these customers to have to check out. That's fine though. Because I still want to see if you can go above level 10 on experience. as they get that experience, the blank fills into gold, and then you'll notice that the gold is now, there's some reds there. And I wonder, when you get through level 10, can you advance even higher? And if you can, what color is that going to be? 2 and 2. Will it stay red? You wouldn't think it would. If you can go above level 10, you would think, okay, it's going to be a different color. Now notice she's got a bunch of them stacked up here. Even though she's got quick scan, so that helps, makes them go faster. I'm running the mod quick scan. But that's what I didn't want to see during the day. I don't mind having it go on at night like this at the end of the day. Let's see, I can go ahead and preset. Looking at the inventory. All that's doing is looking at all these shelves and saying, okay, you're empty, I'm going to fill you. You're empty, I'm going to fill you. You're empty, I'll fill you. And so on to all the shelves back there. You shopping for cards, and you shopping. So just 2 more customers, but he's going back there to look for cards too. Most likely. Yep. Okay, that one sold and then resold the base regular card, so yeah, okay, done for the day. Now, this should be restocked, provided it didn't. Nobody bought extras after 9. Okay, they're restocked. So we need a base. We need a base white. Oops. And we need 2 destinies. That's saying here, you can't, I can't mix, it's going to pull them in order. So last one off, last one on is the first one off. I can put these there because the workers will come pick them up, since there's no shelf space and all that. Okay, we need base yellows, 3 base yellows. 1 to 2 this time. Let's make sure we get it right. Two destinies. Base pinks. 1 base green. 2 base pinks. And the workers will get those. And how did we do? There we go. Yeah. Nice. 100,000 and then 93,000. Each day we sold one of those high dollar cards. That's nice. That's nice. Upgrade. Purchase. Pay the bills. Let them restock. I need to step away for a minute. Be back. Back. Have they sorted everything? Looks like they have. Did we need anything else? Nope. Okay. Bills we paid. You at 5. Nope. Okay. Still got a little bit more. I want to take you off refill cent because I still want that one guy to make it. Well, no, we'll, yeah. Restock shelf, secondary task. No. And then you already got a restock. Okay. So who's the closest? I think you're the closest. Restocking the card. You're restocking the shelf at a 2. You're restocking card at 3. Okay, so you two guys are restocking cards. Everybody else is at 0, 1, or 2, and you're restocking the shelf at 3. Okay. You're going to be the first to train up if you can get refill sent, and you'll get this easily. It's getting that refill sent. Maybe I just put that as number 1 and number 2. I wonder if you could assign him the same task. When he gets man counter, we'll try that. And that'll be his only job, refill the destinkifier. Until he gets level 5. Then we take him off of it and say, okay, you graduated. You're the most trained person. Go do something else. But don't man the counter because you don't stay late. Okay, and start the new day. Let's see, you guys I was going to change up. I was going to send you all to basically $1. That's base. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to check you. Right. Okay, got 171 in there. Got 2 left in here. Okay, let's knock you down to 70. Do we pick any more up? Nice. Okay, we picked up quite a bit. And we'll base. How many more do we pick up of you? That's 70. Whopping 3 or 4 more. Okay, but 232 and 171, and we tend to sell about 250 cards. So that's enough to handle 1 more day, and we know it's like all $70 cards, $70, $75 cards. Whoop. That card sold. That's another $50,000 card, so we should have another day. Oh, goodness. I'm fairly confident that was not sold yesterday. I think we've already sold a $50,000 card. Nice. Hey, I don't mind that stream. Keep it up. Selling a 50, one of these high dollar cards, 50 to or 80 to 35,000 a day. Yeah, I don't mind that. 12 more days of that. 15 days in a row. That would be something cool to see. Now see, he's just sitting there. So there's another customer that's coming in, that guy, for some reason, right? He's like, oh, I'll wait for this guy to come in there, even though he's way back in the other room. I don't get how the AI does that. Yeah, I'll leave these freebies at whatever they were, but I think I'm going to reset them to either $1, $2, and $3, or go up to $5 and do like $1, 1 to 250, 250 to 5. I think I'll do that. And then we'll only sell cards on the tables if they're $5 and more. So this will go up to $4.99. And then once that fills up, the employees will chunk everything in there, or here, depending on where they're at. Yeah. I got what? 6 more bottles, so that's probably 2 more days, maybe 1 more day. Survey my kingdom. 2 years and 7 days in game. Started with $1,000. We're sitting at 7.85 million in the bank. And then in the albums, we got 3 million here in the Tetramon, 4 million in the Destiny. Nothing in Ghost, nothing in Graded. But factor in what's on the floor, what's in the warehouse, and what's up here. Yeah, we've probably got $17 million. Got 7 million in 2 albums, 7.8 in the bank. And then everything that's out here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this thing alone. Yeah, 2 $84,000 cards. 70 is 60, right? 150 is $300,000 just right there. Ooh, nope. Okay, he bought that one. I was like, did he buy one? Did he buy a grade? Did we get 2 sold in a day? 3 of that one. Nope, need it. 3 for 3 trade, don't need it. See, we're not going down too far on these, that's fine. I say, if we don't run the table, I may not restock those boxes. I may wait until one of the boxes empties. Going forward with the bundling until I get the extended bench top to work. If it works, if I can get it to work and it goes really fast, with the buttons on what do you need, then I'll do that. But right now, well, I'm selling. Wow, I've sold 5 of these $1,300 cards. Wow, like that. That's pretty nice. I was saying, if I let it go down to where we've at least sold 8 of those boxes, because this takes so long. Takes me away from the store. We know we got to get replacement for these regardless. But I could wait for a box of 8 to, you know, lay an empty on the shelf and then bundle. That way I'm not having to do this every night, I bet. Three, nope. Best card shop in the city right here. Cardboard art. Everybody comes. Great prices. Fast service. Smells like roses. 2 and 3 would give me 3 and 2. Not worth the trade. Boy, I've toyed with the idea of doing some more stuff with the ghost. I'm not going to get all ghost card foils again, but having my ghost cards out like this is what prompted me to think about, what if I just line the walls with destinies, or with my Tetramon set and with my Destiny set, and I can stack 2 of these on top on the wall, and then I could just go along the wall, right, all the way around, do it on inside here and outside there. And I think there's enough wall space to do both sets. Then I could have an entire set of each on the wall, and I would have an entire set in the album. The problem is, like I said, at the early, when I was talking about this, I don't have 2 of every single card. For example, well, I now have 2 of this card because it came up and I needed it. But I had only had 1 of those. So as we knock through here, sure, there's some that I've only got 1 of. It'll usually be on this last second page. Yeah, so I've only got 1 of this card. So if I put it in the display, it'll make me think my 1442 Destiny here will go down to 1451. It'll make me think I don't have that card. Now, in this sense, it's like, well, I know I've got it because it's now hanging on the wall. And so then, if the card does come in, and it'll show up as a new card, it means I got to pay attention to it. And I'm like, oh, I need that card. Then I put it in the album, and it fills the album slot. So I was thinking about buying the common ghost so that it would look the same way. I could have my common ghost here, and I could have my common ghost in an album, and that way those 20 unique white and 20 unique black common ghost cards would show up as I've got 20 out of 20. So, and I've already sold probably 3 times that many, just regular, because I was grading all the ghost cards. And then once we completed Obsessed with Grades with the gold Bonifox, the gold edition Bonifox, I didn't need to grade any more cards at all. And so I even stopped grading the ghost cards. Well, I graded all the ghost cards to get the maximum price, and then that's what we've been selling too, right? These graded ghost cards. All right, he's gone for the day. She refilled what is her second job? Restocked a card, so she hadn't been busy. She was not busy for a microsecond, was able to do that because she shifted cash registers. 5 and 34 would give me 6 and 33. I don't need to do that trade. 178. 16, 14, sold 2 more of those. 2 of those, sold 3 of those. Two. Well, no. Yeah, at least 2. That's what I need. Destiny, I'm gonna need 2 more of you. If I'm selling these this week, I have 5 more days of selling those things. 5 or 6 more days of selling those. That's a nice thing. Quick so we're gonna move on. You are base 0.01 to 0.99 quick fill. Done. You're gonna be Destiny. Quick fill. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Move on. Base. Quick fill. Or move on. Move on. Quick fill. Okay. You are base. We're gonna move on. And you're gonna be between 1 and 249. Quick fill that. You are going to be between 2.5 and 3.9. Follow you. And quick fill. You. Base, quick fill. No empty boxes here. We'll probably keep up with you. You're selling. So in fact, I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more of these. It looks like it's their week to shine. Sold 4, 5, 6, I think. Now, here, you guys were in the 70 to 5,000 range. There should not be any more added here. Okay. So now we'll go down to 65. You were at 141. Whoops. Forgot to change it to Destiny. Destiny. Okay, 728. That's a good number. base. So we had no more to add to that. Okay, so then we'll be in the $60. And go to 60 for you. Interesting. I know we'd been down to the 70s. Down to the 50s. Actually, down to the 20s, I believe. Okay, so 50, you start needing stuff. If we go to 50 here, okay. Just saying it wasn't many. Again, we had been doing 50s to 5,000s, and then I started rewalking it, even though we hadn't been opening packs. So 728 and 660, or 600, or 66, 728, 66, 800. So it's roughly 3 days. We got some that, since they're late. Okay. And then we had sold that one, I believe. So we should have a third day with a high card value. We do. 100,000 again. There you go. 125,000 profit. We gotta keep that streak going. We gotta sell another one of these cards here. Okay, did you make man account? No, you did not. Okay. So we had 6, now we got 3, so whoops. You'll need a can, you'll need a can. You're not going to need a can because you're the third in the... This one rarely gets filled. It takes a long time for this to empty one can. Because the first gauntlet, the first 2 items from the gauntlet pretty much take care of it because they spray twice each. So you're getting 4 sprays by the time you get through here, another 2 sprays here if you need it, and you just don't... There's usually a stinky's not going to make it past that. Did we need something else? Yes, we did. Okay, one of those. Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing. Okay. Take you, put you there, put you there. Gotta be faster than my guys. Okay. Just keeps them in a row. That way I don't get, oh, hey, I sold. No, he's buying where he was. Right, where it had already been one of those. 2 and 3 would be 3 and 2. Nope, don't need it. I mean, wouldn't mind having a third one of that one, but it's tempting. Well, apparently it was tempting enough for you to buy it. Appreciate that. Get you one of them graded ones over there, buddy. Watch, I pre-made those 4 boxes, and I bet it won't sell. It'll be a fluke where it's like, oh, well, this was the end of the week by the time you put them out. Yeah, no, so 2. 2's enough for what I want to do. Let's go, dude. Get your 5th star there. Pretty soon we'll get that box up off the floor, and we'll only have that one last box. Two, 3, and 2. Hello, why are you out here? That's an extra. Yard posters, I think here. Okay. 2 and 2. Graded, don't care about. Yeah, you're a full box of 16. I'm playing Matt somehow. I don't think I was fast enough when I purchased it. The guys had already come in and started taking some off the shelf. So it looked like there would have been one off the shelf there. That's probably what happened. You, nope, don't need you graded. Nope, don't need you graded. Don't want any graded from anybody. Okay, he's empty. Come on, refill the machine. Get your 5th star. Don't let the other guy do it. Just, oh no, we took you off of that. Yeah. So when there's a lull, you should do that. Actually, me. You'll refill it and go back. Playing the game. Oops, here we no, that's her. Nine. Oh, geez, that one's not. Made 4 extras of those, and now we've sold 6 of those. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they ain't chump change either. They're $1,000. Box. Ooh, we're gonna need 6 base screens, so we can change that to that. Red base was 4 to 12. Doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Both out. Refill the stinker fires. It should be back to manning counter. Yep. Ooh, we saw 5 destinies too. More of those, okay. They're kind of selling like hotcakes too. We need 7 more of those. Need 5 of the yellows, but need 7 more of the reds. Base. No, wait a minute. That's Destiny Reds, right? Yeah, ooh, probably made a mistake. 3 and 3. So we need Destiny Reds. Check him. I was going to check to see if he made his 5th star yet on Man the Counter, but check that in the morning. Okay, we can meet 5 yellows. 5 Destiny yellows. Which is 1, 2. It's 12, 20. Yes, yes, yes. Because I got 64 of them. Okay, you, what I expected, you're empty. Now you, I don't think we had gotten actually down to 50. Well, yeah, we did. All right, so let's do 45. Okay, we got plenty there. Back to 50. Now see, that makes no sense. Why am I back to 50 with 4,000 of these? Unless I had been at the 65 level. Right, quick fill that. We're not opening anything. I don't, unless it's just walking through. That it confuses me how it comes back and says it must be walking through the album. If something comes up here, it's walking through the album. $120. We've already gone through 70. And so why are we at 1149 now when we just did that and we were at 4,000? Does this go back to 120? Okay, back to 120. Unless I was at 60 instead of 65. Okay, you're back to that. Base 70. 65, which is what Destiny's at. Let those run out. Well, we know we're at 1149 with 65. Whoops. Did it with base, so that's gonna mess it up. We're gonna stay at that. Put in like that low number, and see how we did. Did not sell one of the big cards. So 3 days in a row, didn't have a fourth. Okay, did you make 5? No, you did not. So you're staying there until you make 5th level. You didn't make refill the scent machine either. I guess it's more like 2 or 3 cans a day. So 2 or 3 cans a day. It's going to take 6 to 7 days to get that box up off the floor. Okay. Hey everybody. Refill. Still needed a plushie. Doesn't surprise me. A comic book surprises me, but plushies where you don't get many in a box doesn't surprise me that you end up restocking the shelf, the warehouse shelf after refilling the shelves and all that. Now then, we are set for the next day, but I do have to run, so we're going to call it a stream here. Thanks everybody for watching, chatting, lurking. Appreciate it all. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hit that follow button on Twitch. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. They're both, that's Mr. and on to you. They both are absolutely free to do, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Have a great tomorrow, and I will see you on the next stream. Bye-bye.